Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 144. Joining me, as always, Daniel Neverly.
What's up, gamers? And speaking of gamers, I think I just became a real gamer the other day. I got this.
Oh yeah!
Look how long that sword is. It's insane.
Look
at that.
It's nice, man.
Millennia, blade of Mikola.
Absolutely.
And I have never known defeat.
Bitch.
She's awesome. Look how long that sword is. It's insane.
Listen, I know exactly about that sword, alright? I was level 400 and she still taught me a few things about my life.
Also joining us, Steven Sims.
Hello, how are you? I am fine. Tired.
No one asked. Sims, you were just talking about your prime hydration experience that you had. You want to tell the people a little bit about that?
Right, so we're not sponsored. I mean, technically we're sponsored. I got retweeted, so it's fine.
Could we get them to sponsor us?
Mate, if we could get them to listen, if we got sponsored by them, we'd just be getting messages like, I can't get Prime anyway. So anyway,
whatever.
As you know, I got a 10-year-old, right? And she's watching the Sidemen's. She's not watching so much Logan Paul. So she's like, Dad, I want this Prime. And I was like, I knew this time would come, kid. Let's do this. Almost like the beginning of God of War. Do you know what I mean? It's like, boy, get in the boat, let's go. We're on a journey. So I was like, all right. So we went to Asda. Asda man's like, listen, Asda's like a Walmart, by the way. And he's like, listen, You ain't getting that. If you're not here early in the mornings, you ain't getting no Prime. So I was like, how early are we talking, Mr. Asda man? He was like, well, they start queuing up outside the door at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, I like a challenge. All right. I like to try and get the PS5s. I like to try and get all the things that you shouldn't be able to get. I try and get. I like the thrill of the chase.
This just became a game to you.
Yeah, that's it. It's exactly what it is.
Okay.
So and I was like, okay, so Tuesday morning we get up. I get up at 5 a.m. I give her a little poke. I was like, listen, let's go. She's like, yes, father. So we drive down to Asda. We wait outside. There's a couple kids waiting. I'm like, okay. So I don't know how this is gonna go.
They're sitting out there doing Fortnite dances.
Yeah, Fortnite dances.
Watching Sidemen.
Sidemen.
Sure.
Security man comes to the door. He unlocks the first door.
Points at you. He's like, you're too old to be here, sir. Fuck out.
He unlocks the second door. The doors slowly start to open. One of them electronic doors. I'm telling you now, these kids sprinting. Usain Bolt. Aisle 30. We know where it is. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I hope you best run. Because, Daddy, he's carrying some weight. I mean, I can run. But you need
Once you get going, you better get out of the way.
So we get there. This is Tuesday morning. Get there. None. There's no Prime. As the people are like, listen, we ain't getting no Prime. After they've watched us run up this aisle. Next day, get there at 5 a.m. Make sure I'm outside the door. No more Fortnite kids, and they're not doing no Fortnite dances because I'm there first. Next minute, this dear old lady. You're right, Doc. Gets the trolley. Like, she wants to come do her shopping in peace. She don't want to talk to no people. She just wants to get here, get her groceries, and go. She goes, are you here for Prime? I says, yes, madam. I'm here for Prime. You should not be. You do not know. She goes, I have got Prime. I bought it off eBay. £15 a bottle. I was like, good for you. She goes, I need to get a third one because I've got 3 grandkids and 2 bottles of Prime. I guess I see the maths. Let's just do this together. I'm going to warn you, there's going to be some sprinting. You look like you can't be doing no sprinting. She goes, you know what? I can't do no sprinting. Anyway, all these kids turns up. She's telling these kids off. She's like, listen, you ain't pushing me. I'm going to knock you out with this trolley. They're laughing at her. Like, listen, Grandma, there's another door there. I'm just going to run that way and you'll get no Prime. So anyway, I'm there front row. Right? All of us, it's civilized for 25 minutes. Everyone's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Prime's funny, isn't it? It's stupid, isn't it? Things we do for kids. Next minute, 1 minute to 6. Yeah, people are up my arse. I've got people touching me in places I don't want to be touched. Wait for the security man. He's struggling to open this door. He's struggling. It's like, I don't know. It's like, listen, sir, I need you to open this door because people are going to run. I bolt me, yeah? I'm a good 20 stones, all right? You do that maths, all right? But I carry it well, okay? I'm tall. It's not that big. So I'm fucking running. I'm first. I know the shortcuts. I've been to Asda. I used to work at Asda. I know how to get to R30 the quickest way. And I get to the middle aisle. Next minute, I know this kid just comes out of nowhere. He's in front of me. How is this possible? We get there, aisle 30. Nothing there. No prime. No prime at Asda. Next minute, this dear old lady turns up. She goes, "You all right, Duck? I know you want this prime and your daughter looks really disappointed." I was like, "Yeah, she does. She does look disappointed. She's quite sad and I'm very tired." She goes, "You come with me. I will give you my bottle of prime." Now, what would you do in this instance?
I guess go with
I'd say
the
thank
lady.
you and
Yeah.
You
fine.
followed this
I mean,
woman
what you gonna
home.
do?
She
Beat
goes,
you up?
she goes, "I live up the road."
Follow her home.
Yeah,
no.
she goes, "I live up the
no.
road." So I look at this
I'll
woman.
follow her home.
I look at this woman, all right, and I'm like, "You're about 65. I'm 31, 20 stones. All right, I can take this bitch. I can take her." So
It
I'm
didn't
like, you know
cross
what?
your mind. What if she's got like a giant son at home?
Well,
who's,
right. So
you know,
this is
named
what
Jimbo,
happens.
He's gonna lock
So,
you in the basement.
she goes, "I live up the road." She didn't live up the road. She lived further up the road. Okay, that's far. That's further than what she stated. So we pull up.
Sure.
She
It
lives in
always
this nice
is.
little bungalow. A bungalow is like a 1-bedroom, no stairs, basically, no stairs. And there's a van outside the house. I was like, so obviously she lives with a man. So I was like, this man's coming out with a fucking gun and I'm gonna die. But we're in her. I've got 999 dialed. Engine's still running. I could go. I've seen Vin Diesel. I've seen Fast and the Furious. She comes out, bottle of prime. I was like, yo, bottle of prime. So yeah, man.
Anything for it?
Well, I offered. She was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, but listen, love. Like,
That's
I'd like
nice.
to so I'm gonna give her a card or something." I said, "Look, if I find one, I'll give it you back." Blah blah blah. She didn't care. She not bothered. But my daughter went to school. She was a popular kid. She's like, "Listen, I got prime." The kid's like, "Oh man, where'd you
So,
get prime from?" And
Can
she's
you
like,
tell
"Oh,
me?
It's just
I have
drink.
to know. What is? Yeah. What? Why
It's
is
just
this
an
prime so
energy drink.
special?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so it's not. Okay.
What
It's
was
just
the
let me-
flavor of the prime?
It's just prime flavored.
No,
right?
there's multiple different flavors. I've seen prime. It's like a sports drink. There's different flavors.
Let
It's
me
like
get the bottle. Let
Gatorade.
me assume they can get the bottle.
Okay, go get the bottle.
Yeah, so
There's
she didn't drink it.
Different flavor. I'm assuming she drank it. Just kept the bottle, right?
Oh, well,
Can't
no,
be that
you
crazy.
don't wanna lose its value.
Why the fuck would you? Yeah, but like she's not gonna resell it. That wasn't her
I don't
plan.
know. They would start flipping prime. You know what I mean?
But they only have one bottle. Doesn't even sound like they could.
Yeah,
get more
but
if they wanted to.
an empire starts with one bottle of prime.
Yeah, but like assuming this becomes a big thing, it would just become readily available everywhere, right? At a certain point.
Sure, I guess.
Yeah. I just
And I
know there's
guess they
different
hope.
flavors, right? I think there's your typical lemon lime. There's your blue. No one knows what flavor blue actually is.
I mean, Gatorade, it's
or
cool
Powerade.
blue.
Exactly.
What does that
What is
mean?
that? What is that? It's just blue. You know, you just call
Yeah.
it blue. Red,
my favorite Gatorade, but-
typically a fruit punch or a tropical
Fruit punch.
whatever type.
Orange,
you know?
probably
Orange, right?
Green apple,
That makes
maybe.
sense. See, orange makes sense to just call it orange because the flavor can also just be an orange, right? But
Yeah.
blue, there's no fruit called blue.
Which one
There's
came first?
there's
The
a
orange or
blueberry.
the color?
It's a good question, right?
Yeah.
You would assume Adam and Eve picked an orange, right? And they were like, okay, what are we calling this?
That was. Isn't there fruit and apple?
Well, I'm assuming at some point they found an orange as well.
Mm.
And they were
Was
like,
that
what do
one
we call
forbidden
this?
too?
Orange. And then we're like, well, also called the color orange. So I'm gonna guess the fruit was first.
That's a hard question to answer. You know.
Yeah, tough one. Yeah, man, he really left us in here with this prime bottle. He's gonna be gone for quite a while. We're gonna be completely off topic by the time he goes. Yeah, he finds it, he comes back in an hour.
There he is.
Okay, here he is. See, that's got to be lemon lime. Green bottle.
Lemon lime. What about apple?
What
I
flavor?
think you muted yourself.
Lemon and lime.
It is lemon lime. There you go.
Lemon lime. Okay. Did
cool
she
bottle.
drink it? Did you drink it?
I had a sip. Yeah,
Is it good?
just like
Yeah. It's probably Powerade.
it's just like water. It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Isn't it much healthier? Like, isn't there
Prime
like
was
coconut
developed-
water in it? Yeah, I think there's like coconut water in it and shit,
just-
and like way
yeah,
less
it's
sugar.
got coconut
That's
water.
why I don't like vitamin water. Tastes.
So it's
gross.
got
Yeah, Who wants
coconut
healthy shit?
water,
No.
B carbs, B vitamins, antioxidants, electrolytes.
Okay,
So it's just like a healthy energy drink.
Yeah.
sure.
Filtered water.
Are you
coconut water.
are you a big Logan Paul fan now, Sims?
It's hard. Like it's a very fine line to walk, isn't it? Because
fine line there.
He's a dickhead.
Fine line between I'm a fan, I like watching him wrestle, or you're getting canceled. Which one is it?
He made some mistakes, hasn't he? And like, you've got to respect the hustle, ain't you? Like, as much I don't like Jake Paul, I don't like his attitude at all.
They can both kick rocks, you know what I mean?
But it's just you've got to respect the hustle, ain't you? Like, he's kind of just one of those, isn't it? It's like I know we've had this conversation before, but like, that man got in that wrestling ring, and like, you know, I know it's not everyone could do that.
Sure. I didn't say anyone can.
No, I know. He's just a difficult. I look at him and go, "Oh, I shouldn't like you," but
I
respect what you've done. I respect the fact that he's, you know, putting on a show. Obviously, he's getting paid for it. He just knows, you know what I mean? Why, you know, he's Logan Paul. He's a massive name. Why not join forces with WWE and make money? Like, they both win.
WWE wants to make money. I mean, it's better. Exactly, it's good for them.
So, well, yeah, that's it. Really, that's my primary ventures. That's my primary. That was just absolute. No, honestly, it's a joke, man. Joke.
Yeah.
But like I said, I can't. Like Connor said, it's like a game at the end, and all of a sudden it was like, this is a game.
I think you're trying to get a PS5.
Honestly, just like, I'm gonna fucking win.
That's it. Like, honestly, like listen, I'd have got to R30 if it was there. I'd have clan fools. I'd be spearing fools. Let me tell you, just jackhammers, F5s, Stone Cold Stunners, the lot.
Guys, it's been another busy week in the world of video games. No, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. First up, footage from the rumored Hideo Kojima project Overdose has apparently been leaked online, showing off what appears to be actress Margaret Qualley running around in some spooky hallway with a bunch of scary shit going down. Dolls everywhere. Ooh, red triangles.
Did you watch it?
Run away. You guys didn't watch it?
No, I'm asking, did you watch it?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I very much watched it.
So you saw the man and his nipples?
Saw the man and his nipples.
Nipple man?
Nipple man. Scary shit.
Yeah.
Nipple man.
Take your shirt off.
Was
from dead man to nipple man.
Yeah. So
that's his name too. Kojima would do that.
He would do it.
Oh no, nipple man.
Yeah. So it's interesting that it leaked because the leaked footage showed someone playing. I guess he was recording. Like the man was recording. I guess I don't know how he got his footage, but the man was recording. Someone playing it. So there are people playing this, whatever this game is.
This is apparently the same leaked footage that I believe Tom Henderson saw months ago. Like
it's like the beginning of the year or something.
Or way earlier this year.
Yeah.
So this could have been recorded that long ago.
Sure. Yeah. So it could there could be even more here. We also could, I guess, throw in the story we forgot to mention last week of what's her name here.
Please read the name because it scares me.
Shioli Kutsuna. Shioli Kutsuna.
Way better than I would have done. Congratulations.
Thank you. Who on her thing it says there's like two different things. It's like black as a black border, so I'm guessing there's gonna be a new name announced soon. And then her says, "Where am I?" The other one says, "How come?" So I am assuming this and the L fanning are both for this game. I would guess. What the crying Jim Ryan?
I'm sorry. Yeah, no. The footage though itself, I thought it looked cool. This looks dope. This is exactly what I want from Kojima. I want a horror game. I want to be running around doing a bunch of scary shit. Hideo Kojima makes no fucking sense with his writing in his games, anyways. What works in horror?
Gets crazy,
sense.
But it makes sense.
I don't know. I only played 5. Made no sense.
Well, that's why.
Yeah. but nonetheless, I feel like his writing, his style overall would work very well in a horror game. We see how well that worked in PT, and that was just a short 5-minute fucking demo, and everyone loves it and talks about it to this day. So why not make a full-fledged horror game? I think that would go very well. The footage itself looked very cool. That cool like triangle icon popping up on like horror things that you should view and like look at. And, like, there's some little girls standing down a dark hallway.
Yeah, there's two things.
That's cool. That's a cool idea.
I think there's two things that stuck out like overall for the whole leaked footage to me. Number one, the obvious, it's not first person, which Silent Hills was going to be and what PT was. So it is third person.
I don't know if we know Silent Hills was going to be. Because
I would just
Daryl
guess
if not, if it was
cutscenes.
Yeah, I guess cutscenes could work. Yeah.
But it was in the PT was in first person, so you just assumed that the game would be as well. And then number 2, it seems like Margaret is at least the main character or a big character in it. Yeah, I'm excited. We'll probably see this at Game Awards, I would assume.
Now, is there any chance this was fake? Was this just like a mod to fucking the 1999 Kermit the Frog game? You know, who knows?
It's the modding community is so big.
Yeah, they are
Someone
crazy.
would have clocked it. They went like, nah.
Yeah, I think someone probably would have figured that out.
They clocked it straight away. I was like, nah.
My only worry about it being real would be that it was just some guy recording it over his phone with a bad angle, and it was kind of blurry, you know. And it's like, okay,
it's a guy recording the phone on a phone, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, he's like recording
I'm watching
a tablet or a screen or something, and you could see the lady playing it. And then you can see him in the reflection. So it looks like he is recording that footage at home, I would assume, on like a laptop or a tablet. But where he got his footage, I don't know. I'm assuming Tom Henderson probably got actual footage. He probably just got whatever it was. I doubt he got this exact footage here.
Very curious. Another question I would have is this the Xbox game? Because this looks like Decima Engine again, sort of. I mean, it looks Death Stranding like, you know, with the graphics. I suppose Death Stranding even looked part Metal Gear, so he's probably just very good at creating his style in whatever engine. But yeah, it's a question to have.
I would assume so. I mean, I don't think he's going to be working on 3 different video games. If there's already 2, maybe. I mean, if there is 2, I mean, we don't even know if he's actually working on 2 games or not. We really only know. It seems he's working on 1 game right now, which seems to be this game. I would assume it's the only game he has officially announced is the Xbox game. He has no actual official announcement of a PlayStation game or anything like that.
What was your question, Sims?
Why has he got no t-shirt on?
I don't know.
Like,
it's a great
why?
question.
Like, oh, I'm gonna
I think
do
there's
some
a cat
recording.
shows up too.
I'm gonna do some recording. I put a t-shirt on.
Maybe the real question is, why do we have t-shirts on? You know,
nobody wants to see that shit.
I can name quite a few people I want to see that shit. All right, cool. That is the Kojima news for the week. I hope
Kojima news of
that
the week.
Questions are answered at the Game Awards, because I do not want to be sitting here speculating for another year about what Hideo Kojima is making. You know,
he generally moves quick though with like his marketing. Like, especially to have a trail. He will probably at least have a teaser or something.
It just feels like a really long time because the whole blue box abandoned situation got tied into Kojima as well. So it just feels like we've been talking about Hideo Kojima's next game since
all
the
year.
Last one came out. Yeah. It's getting very tiring. I can't take it anymore. It's like Silent Hill all over again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, cool guys. Next up then. On the 16th anniversary of the series, the Coalition and Netflix have announced a partnership to make a Gears of War live-action movie, as well as an animated TV series, which is supposed to be adult-focused. So, you know, take that for what you will.
Titties everywhere.
Yeah, you know, guys getting chainsawed in half.
Yeah, you'd hope. You'd hope Gears. It has to be pretty violent.
Sure.
It's a violent series.
Let's move to the live action movie then. Here's what I want, guys. I want us to cast this movie.
Okay, sure.
Who doesn't want to know the cast?
How many people do you want to cast though?
Let's do the main 4, right? You know, Marcus, Cole, Dom, and Baird. I want the old guy, the general.
Okay.
Dizzy, of course.
What about Anya?
Yeah, Anya, sure. Everyone forgets about Anya. You know,
I don't. She's important.
You don't. She's important. You're right. Not until the 3rd game, but you're right. Yeah, let's go with those.
Okay.
And the Queen.
Okay, the Queen, of course.
Yeah, Queen. Gotta cast the Queen.
The General, easy. Got the answer. No one else. Scott Lang, of course.
Of course.
Everyone knows Scott Lang. Yeah, he's always a general, the bad guy.
He's been fan casted in this role since 2006. I feel it's only right.
Yeah. That's just his role. He's always the
They must have been inspired by him when they were making that game, you know?
Yeah. So Scott Lang has to be. And And then who else? Dizzy. Who could be Dizzy? Uncle Dizzy.
Dizzy's a tough one.
Dizzy
you
is
kind
a
of
tough
need an
one.
older gentleman.
Mm-hmm. Josh Brolin.
Oh, I like that. Sure. Slip back hair,
Yeah, that's what I'm
beard.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he'd
That could
also
be-
have a cowboy hat too.
That could be well done. Now for the main four, it's got to be all WWE wrestlers, right? We just need jacked up guys on steroids. That's what you need.
I mean, number one, we already
gotta be
know who
huge.
Marcus is.
Dave Bautista.
Of course.
Yeah.
Gotta be. He's wanted it forever. And
have you ever seen Dave Bautista in like a serious role?
I'm
not sure.
He was in Blade Runner. I still have yet to see it.
Oh yeah. He didn't speak much in that.
He
Not
didn't
at
speak
all.
much.
I'm not even sure if he had a line in that.
Yeah, he was
He
also
was good in that though.
He was in Spectre.
Didn't see
He played basically the henchman. He was just a kind of a brute for Bond to fight. He probably has.
Okay.
He's gonna be in Glass Onion.
Good point.
So,
Good point.
That's something.
Yeah, he's probably diving more into it. Okay, Dave Bautista, gotta be. I mean, he's already done voice work for Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah.
Seems you cool with that choice, Dave Bautista?
Yeah, it has to, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now Dom, who we picking?
Dom, that's a good question. Dom.
Is Dom Puerto Rican in the games? Is that what he's supposed to be? I suppose he's not even from Earth, is he? So.
Yeah, no, they live in Sarah. Yeah, I mean, he's
a
definitely
WWE wrestler
he's
with
definitely
a
Hispanic.
of Latino descent.
Yeah, I'm trying to even think. Like, I was thinking like Eddie, but Eddie's dead. Eddie's been dead for a long
All
time.
right, Jesus Christ.
Eddie's
Still
dead, sorry.
hurts, man.
I know it does.
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
Dominic
no.
Mysterio.
Isn't Rey Mysterio a little bit smaller though?
He is. He
He's
needs to
like,
be a little taller.
Not jacked enough. Now the fan casting, of course, for Dom is The Rock, but I don't know how well that fits.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be what is his name? Oscar Isaac. I couldn't think of it for a second. Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac would have to get fucking jacked for that.
Yes, he would
I
have
could
to
be into it. I could be.
Have to get a little more buff, but
yeah,
I mean, you
get
can
a
put him in
little more
armor.
Right. I
gonna
mean, of
be
course,
in
they're gonna
armor.
put the bodysuit on or whatever.
Yeah.
Make him look jacked. Okay. I like that. Now Coltrane, Bobby Lashley.
You know who I was thinking?
He hasn't got a personality for it.
Yeah.
You don't think so? Can't act.
Who I was gonna give it is Terry Crews.
That is the fan
He's
cast
old though,
for
isn't he?
that.
He is getting old. You are right.
Yeah.
Coltrane's
a bit harder.
Coltrane's hard. You have to have someone with a big, boisterous personality.
Yeah.
Who's that guy out of Fast and Furious? 21.
Oh, Tyrese, the R&B singer.
Yeah, just put him in it.
I mean, you could. He is very charismatic. He's just not big. He doesn't.
How about Kenan Thompson?
Yeah.
He's also not big. What about the guy that played Luke Cage?
Yeah, he could be a good one. Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen that guy try to be funny.
Yeah.
But that could work. Yeah. Okay. Cole, a bit harder one.
Yeah, Cole's a tough one. You just
have
to
find everyone's least favorite character in video games, then Baird.
Are you kidding me?
Baird fucking sucks.
Baird's Everybody loves Baird.
Baird is the worst.
I was so anti-Baird. Like, my friends love Baird. Like,
bro. When you get 4 people playing co-op and the one kid gets stuck as Baird, you're ripping on that kid all night. All night.
Baird.
Oh, you would be the kid we're ripping on, Daniel.
Good. I'll pop your head with a long shot.
I like Baird. Okay. Okay, who's Baird? Brock Lesnar?
No. You need somebody even more charismatic.
You need going outside unless he's getting paid.
Yeah, you need a super charismatic person for Baird. He's sarcastic and funny and charismatic. Like, that's just his character.
None of those things. He's just annoying and there.
You're crazy.
Chris Jericho.
Crazy.
Remember when they announced Baird was the main character?
He'd have to grow his blonde hair out again, though. But yeah. What'd you say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Remember when they announced Baird as the main character, Gears Juggernaut, and everyone
Judgment.
Judgment. Was it Judgment?
Again, another thing.
Yeah. That's how bad that game was.
My mates loved that game. I hated it.
Really?
It's fine.
It was. They literally put a horde mode in a campaign, and they were like, "Yeah, we're done." It's like, okay,
replay.
Multiplayer's fun.
Yeah, of course, multiplayer. It was just Gears 3.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Do you guys get followed every morning by some bot?
Yeah, I thought Elon Musk was supposed to be fixing this, but
Every morning,
No.
like
I always just block it because I'm like, I don't know. Yeah,
I always think, oh, maybe this is the real one.
No.
It's always some half-naked woman, and it's just like, okay,
and then
with like 2 followers, and I'm like,
one wasn't even trying and just put pictures of Scarlett Johansson. I was like, okay,
we have to cast
Johansson's following me.
Anya, and I'm gonna throw out
Johansson.
It was either gonna be Scarlett Johansson or Rachel McAdams.
Ooh, I like both of those.
Yeah, me too. I think either of those are really good choices.
Yeah, either one. That's cool. That's cool with me. Was that it? Was that all the casting? Okay. Oh, the Queen. Meryl Streep. There we go.
She's too old. I love Meryl Streep. She's just a little too
The
old.
Queen's old.
All right, then we could just do Meryl Streep then. Sure.
Okay.
At least mostly her voice. It's probably gonna be a lot of stuff. You know?
Sure. Is Betty White dead? Betty White's dead, right?
Yeah. Rest in peace. Why'd you say that?
Betty White. I don't know. I didn't know if she was like officially dead or.
Yeah, she's been dead for a while.
She can't come back. No, can't do that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, well, there's the Gears live action movie. They've been talking about making one of these since 2006, so
yeah,
hopefully this one actually gets made. We'll see. I'm more excited for the animated series personally. I'm sure we all are, but
yeah, of course. I mean, Netflix's animated game stuff has just been top. It really has.
Speaking of the Dragon Age show, just got a release date, December 9th, later this year on Netflix.
Cool.
That's animated as well. So there you go. Yeah, I've never seen I don't know if there's a Netflix live action movie that I actually like.
Yeah, El Camino.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah,
call, Daniel.
Got you there.
We had to tie it into the Breaking Bad universe to get the good shit, but whatever.
Come on, you're asking me. Of course, I'm bringing Breaking Bad.
Can you name another one?
I'd have to. I like all the Fear Street movies that came out last year. I think the 3 of those are pretty fun.
I never actually watched them.
They're all pretty fun. They're pretty good.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think the reason why you say that is because they're mostly missed, but there are hits there. They just make
I just think of like Bright. That movie sucked.
Yeah, they just make a lot of content.
The one Dave Bautista thing that Zack Snyder directed, that movie sucked. I can't even remember the name of that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Moving on then. Battlefield 2042 will be coming to Game Pass soon. I believe sometime in December when the Season 3 drops, it'll be available on EA Access. So you'll be able to also play it over on Game Pass.
Yeah, I might check it out. It'll be on Game Pass.
Sure. Sims, any interest?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, it's not that important. No one cares.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's...
I don't even know why you asked me. Like, no. Like,
I'd
rather run around for a bottle of Prime
out of his ears. Next up, a Horizon MMO is reportedly in the works with Korean studio NCSoft in collaboration with Guerrilla Games. The project seems to be very early in development still. Bum. Guys, Horizon MMO. I'm assuming this is the rumored multiplayer Horizon project that we talked about a few weeks back. So unless they're making 2 multiplayer games.
I mean, I think I do want to talk about, or at least bring this up. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. What you said like rings true to me still. I feel like they are just going to milk this franchise to death. I don't really think, as much as I like the first game and the second game, I don't think we need this much in this universe. I really don't. I don't think we need a show and then a MMO or whatever other multiplayer game.
And
like it's just too much. And a remake, of the first
game.
Insane. Yeah, and a third game. Yeah, of course, because of course they're making a third. That's all I really want. Yeah. It's just that third game. But it's just too much.
And the VR game. Yeah, I mean, I think we just said it right there. Yeah, there's a lot of Horizon fucking going around here. I think this game is the second game is selling very well. The first game sold very well for PlayStation standards. I think they're just going after it. They're like, fuck it, man. We're putting out a Netflix show. We're gonna make a bunch of games around this. A Horizon MMO though, somewhat interests me, I will say. Sony's going down this whole live service route. If they're gonna try to make an MMO out of one of their IPs, yeah, why not Horizon? That sounds kind of cool. I've always been interested in MMOs. I've never actually played one myself or like gotten really deep into one. Maybe this would be one that I'd be into, but I'd have to like see gameplay, what it's like, what you're doing exactly, etc. Sims, does this interest you at all?
Mr. RuneScape.
No, it just seems so easy to make a Horizon game, right? Like it just sounds it's so easy to make an Horizon multiplayer game. Like I don't get why they make
it in your head. Yeah, like a just go kill monsters.
Co-op. Daniel,
yeah.
Oh no, we did that. Well, there's this like level 99 special edition, limited time, Thunderjaw, that I need 3 people to take down. Okay, and then we just go and do it.
And that does sound fun to me. Like just that base concept right there. Like, yeah, that sounds fun. Like, hey, you want to run around with friends? Go. I don't have friends, but you want to run around and go fight a giant robot dinosaur with people? Like, yeah, sure, whatever.
I don't, but okay.
But could you? Like, if the game came out, looked cool, looked fun to play. Me and Sims were playing it, and we were like, hey, Daniel, come play fucking Horizon, whatever the fuck we're calling this one.
How much does it cost?
Oh, it's gonna be 70. I mean, come on.
No, then I wouldn't play.
I mean, would they make this free to play? Or MMOs?
I mean, that's what I'm asking. I don't know. I mean, some of them have subscription services.
What's like WoW's subscription?
Like WoW, I don't know how much it is a month.
Is it like 20 a month or something?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say
it was probably something like that. I mean, honestly, probably not. I just
see if it was that, you would get me in a spot where I'd get it for like a month.
Like Destiny is free, but expansions are paid. So maybe they would do something like that as well. I don't know. Maybe that's the better way to go about it. Because I mean, they have Bungie, right? So, they're seeing a model there. But
now, typically with MMOs, you could make it like a full-fledged Horizon game, right? With stories, side quests, stuff like that, and it also being an MMO. That's how MMOs work, right? Yeah.
I mean, that's not Destiny. I mean, it has a story, it has other modes.
Is Destiny technically an MMO? I guess I just never think of it as an MMO.
I mean, it's a live service game, and it always has been that.
Sure.
I mean, I think as they've gotten away from Activision, they have slowly been more accepting of the MMO name.
Okay. So if it's like Destiny, I mean, I don't know. It would just be a thing where I'd bounce out after a month. Like that's,
I mean, that's exactly look what I do. I played Witch Queen, and I'm out. I mean, I'm not playing all these new seasons that they're doing.
Are you there for like every expansion though?
The big ones
come out with one like every 6 months.
Yeah, right? Like I'm gonna play Lightfall when it comes out at the beginning of next year, but I'm not playing anything else. I want them to drop Destiny 2 like a brick. Like I know I'm in the minority with that. I'd prefer that just big releases, but I mean I really wouldn't play this Horizon thing.
Could get me. I don't know if it was that sort of Destiny model where there's just a big expansion every 6 months. I don't know. Maybe that could get me. It would depend how fun the game is in general. So
yeah,
I don't know. Would have to see it. Sims, could that get you? Would that be something you would check in with like every month or even daily?
Yeah, I'd have a look at it. I mean, if it's free, then why not? And it'd have to be a reasonable price. It'd have to be a really good premise of like, this is the world. This is where you're living. This is your character. Like I do like a good MMO, but it has to be. It's in such a big market, like Final Fantasy 14's of the world, RuneScape's of the world, New World of the world. But like Horizon, obviously, it's a great IP. PlayStation have got this crazy idea of like, oh, everyone wants to play multiplayer games. We don't. Like it's just
I mean, I do, just not nearly as much as they used to.
Okay, cool. As far as this NC Soft company, what do they make again? Danny, do you know?
I should have looked up more stuff. The
it's
name
like Guild Wars or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I mean they're an old company. They're not new.
No,
no, I can't off the top of my head.
Is this like a promising developer? Is my question. Like,
they're comparable.
Choice? Yeah,
and also them working with Guerrilla. If that's true, not just a rumor, then they'll be fun.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds interesting. Need to see more. Next up, Nintendo held another Indie World Showcase, showing off games like Coffee Talk Episode 2 and giving the upcoming game Blanc a release date of February 14th.
The big one?
What's the big one?
Sports Story coming out in December.
Oh, that's the big one now.
I would say that's the biggest thing because it's got a release date this year. I know people really like Golf Story. I couldn't really get into it, but Sports Story, that's a sequel to it, and it looks pretty cool.
Cool. I didn't actually watch this, but that Blanc game looks cool to me.
Yeah,
February
it does.
14th. Yeah, that looks interesting.
Yeah, a lot of these games look interesting. Like A Little to the Left, again, we saw that. I think at another Nintendo conference where you're kind of like moving things around in a puzzle game. Overall, I think a lot of these games look pretty cool, unique styles, but as like a showcase, it was fine. I like supporting these indie developers and giving them a place to show their stuff, but it really wasn't really worth watching, I don't think.
Cool. Other notable things. Rogue Legacy 2 came out yesterday on Switch. You can go get that right now. Let's see what else here. A Space for the Unbound come January 19th. Looks like some cool narrative 2D thing going on there. Sims, did you watch this at all?
I listened to it on the way home. I just kind of put it on in the car. I double checked over I think we got release date for WrestleQuest, which is May. It was a bit disappointing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Pretty far
Yeah, I
out
thought it would
for
be
that,
this year.
Yeah, I thought it was this year as well. And then Sports Story being the big one, which I've always been interested in Golf Story, so maybe I'll pick this one up.
Sure, yeah, it's coming out soon too.
So, yes.
Yes.
It was all right.
Just yes.
Yeah. It's hard to keep in the loop with everything now. Stop pressing the damn buttons.
You guys are gonna regret showing me this.
We didn't. You just saw it.
PC. All right. Xbox. All right. I'm sorry. We're moving on. Daniel, this Mitch Gordon Doom story, I did not understand, so I could not write anything up for it. Could you explain this in a brief summary, real quick?
Okay.
If you understand it.
Sure.
It's like people are calling each other liars and stuff. I just don't know what's going. It seemed like a whole lot of drama. I don't want to touch.
So I think it was last year when it was kind of coming out like there was like some falling out between Mick and id.
Mick is who?
Mick Gordon is the composer of Doom.
Id is who?
Id is a developer of Doom.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And it seems like there was a falling out, and it looked like I think Marty had gone.
Marty is who?
A developer from id.
Okay.
It went on Reddit and was basically kind of claiming that Mick, there was some falling out with Mick or something. I forget the exact claim. Was falling out, and he was kind of putting the blame on Mick. And I guess Mick had come back. What was it, yesterday or 2 days ago, saying that. I mean, this story was kind of dead as of last year. I mean, we haven't heard anything. And I guess he came out 2 days ago and said that it was all on them, really. They kind of forced him out or something. He wasn't being paid. I guess he hadn't been paid for like 11 months for, I think it was Doom Eternal, which is pretty crazy. I guess he had a hard time getting a job. I guess that's kind of the base premise. There is a lot more there.
So the guy that made the music for Doom Eternal is basically getting thrown under the bus by the developers.
Yeah, at least by
half his pay that he was supposed to get.
Something like that, yeah.
And they're kind of shunning him from the industry.
Yes,
just in general.
And then Mick also claimed that,
which is crazy because one of the best parts of Doom Eternal is the music.
Of course, I mean it's the standout thing. And then I guess Mick had come out with the same statement the other day, saying that Marty had offered him like a 6-figure sum to like not say anything and just kind of hush money, which is crazy. It's wild. It's just a weird story. I definitely
a crazy
look more into
story. It's there's a lot of he said she said stuff going on in this industry right now. And it's who do you believe? But this one seems to be like a lot on the. I've lost you. it seems to be a lot on the. This guy come out with this. He's waited 2 years and gone. This is what's really happened. You offered me money to shut up. It's a strange one. Like he made it, basically he was making the OST, right, as well as the score for the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What is an OST?
I mean, it's an original soundtrack, but I mean the score. I mean, it's all in the same thing.
Yeah, so basically they would put it on a CD, but then I think they were. God, I pressed loads of buttons then. He was doing his job, but they were like not doing their, like they were working too quick for him, or he was working too quick for one of the other. Basically, it just all went tits up. Just a mess, basically. Like, I'm not gonna go into it. I've heard the story twice today. It's hurt my brain twice. Basically, everyone's made him out to be a cunt, and he's not happy about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, don't be a cunt. Love saying that word, and it's only acceptable in Sim's presence. You know.
Is it?
I go out in the real world. I go over there in America, and I go around just shouting "cunt."
You're here
outside. Well, like my room is in America. You know, it's blocked off. It's just its own separate country. You look on a map, you see a little dot, Wisconsin. You're like, "There's Connor's room, own separate country." But then I go out there and I say "cunt."
Imagine if his mom busts into his room. Connor?
Oh, she gets shot immediately. It's my laws. But I go out there, I say cunt. People just fucking hate me, you know. Like, what'd you say, sir? And it's like you can't. It's not acceptable around here. Next up, the Callisto Protocol is getting a 6-episode narrative prequel podcast titled The Helix Station. The first 2 episodes are out now, and the other 4 episodes will be released before the game comes out on December 2nd. Which is pretty soon.
Yeah.
Guys, did you listen to any of this yet?
I haven't. I was going to wait for them all to drop and then kind of just run through all of them.
That was my plan as well.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, I'll wait for them all to come out. Then I will just enjoy myself at work and listen to all of these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I'm excited to listen to it, though. It's got Gwendolyn Christie. And then is
she in the game as well?
I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna.
Okay.
It's a prequel, but she could be, I guess. And then I think it's Michael Ironside. Am I wrong? There's like a dude in it too.
I don't know who that one is.
You know Michael Ironside?
I'm sure I do, but who is he?
He's the voice of Splinter Cell, Sam Fisher.
Oh, okay.
He also is a regular actor as well. But yeah, it seems cool. I can't wait to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, cool idea. I like the idea of a narrative podcast going on. I've been listening to some audiobooks at work recently, so I was like, nice. Okay, cool. This would be cool. Sims, any interest in this?
Yeah, it's one of those. It's like, oh, I'll listen to that. I've kind of been like backlogged all like on podcasts. I've really just started to catch up, but then I'm off tomorrow, so I've got no need for podcasts. So yeah, I mean that and Gundog I've been trying to listen to as well, but like it just podcasts are long, man. Like there's always
you only have so much time.
Very much so. Yeah, I'm excited. Really excited. About the whole build up to this game. I'm gonna play it with Nat. Some scary vibes going on.
I'm excited for that game.
Me too. Less than a month away now.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to it. Next up, BioWare released a new teaser image for the next Mass Effect game on their traditional N7 day, November 7th. Where were we? For the next Mass Effect game, along with the image, fans found an audio file of the popular series character Liara speaking in some sort of scrambled message. This could be a teaser for the plot of the upcoming video game. Mass Effect 5, codename Mass Effect 5, whatever you want to call it.
Call it 5, please.
4.5. Who knows?
No, don't call it 4.5.
Well, we never called Andromeda.
This is Lion
4,
King 1.5.
So it's like we could call this Mass Effect 4 if they wanted.
No. Yeah, just call it. I would say call it 5. Let's just move on. Yeah, this is exciting. I mean, Liara is one of my favorite characters, so.
This was very cool. Did you see how people had to like dig into the files of the image to find this audio file?
No, I didn't. Oh, the only thing I saw was when you sent it.
Oh, okay.
That was the only time I saw it.
Yeah, the audio file didn't just originally play over that image like that. People had to like dig in there and like find this, but they like BioWare wanted them to find it clearly. They wanted people to find this. And it's really cool. It's Liara. She's like talking about the council, something about them not being happy. We possibly hear a Geth, which is very interesting considering what seems to be the canon ending for Mass Effect 3 being the destroy ending, where like all robots and shit get destroyed and all that, which means the Geth wouldn't exist. But you kind of hear Geth in this, so maybe there's a hint at them coming back.
Are we sure that the Geth are, because they're like synthetic, right? Like they're like synthetic. They're like a blend, right? They're not like pure. So like, I thought I didn't take the destroy ending as they're dead. That is not how I took that.
Yeah, maybe not. I think that was just the assumption.
Like I took that
yeah, it could be right.
That the Reapers and the relays were destroyed. But I didn't really take the Geth because
synthetic then too, though.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of right, but like the way that like it feels weird that you can make the choice to save both them and the Quarians, right? Like everything's good, you save them, everything's fine, and then at the end you just destroy everything and kill them too. I don't know. The way I took it was not that they died, but having Geth there, like Legion's a cool character, so I like to see him back too.
The image itself showed what seems to be people repairing the what they fucking call the mass relays, which helps people travel in space really fast in that universe. Which is interesting. That's clearly what they would have to do because everyone would be very disconnected right now in that series. It's I don't know. It's an interesting thing because I wonder how long this will take place after Mass Effect, because you figured it would take a very long time to repair one of those. And even if you did repair one of those, doesn't there have to be another one also repaired so you could
get to back?
Yeah, and also get back.
I don't think you needed to get there, but definitely to.
It doesn't not just fucking
relay to relay
you to the next relay. I don't know if that's how it worked in there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but nonetheless, you would think that would take a very long time. A lot of people theorizing this takes place a few hundred years after the original Mass Effect, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on here.
I'm excited. Give me a trailer for this game. Come on. Uh-oh. You said his name and he walked away.
Does not like Mass Effect. He was like, fuck all this. I'm done. I don't give a fuck. All right. Well, so did he go to get something?
I don't know what timing.
He snapped his fingers or anything. Fuck, man. All right. Well,
that was great.
All right. No Mass Effect thoughts from Sims.
No.
How far out we think this game is, Daniel?
2024. 2023 next year. Yeah, because next year will be, I think for sure next year's Dragon Age. End of next year. I think Dragon Age will come out. And then I would say maybe the first half of 2024 you'll probably get. I'd say May 2024 will be
that quick, huh? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have to think they have two different teams. I think technically 3 or maybe 4 BioWare teams, 2 main teams. I mean, they're going to move quick. I mean, they haven't put out a game in forever, either one.
Yeah.
Like, they got to be
working
working
on something. Optimistic as you.
You think it's further away than that?
I think like fall 2025.
Wow.
Being honest.
That's far.
Yeah. Well, you got to think. I mean, I think they just started development on this when they started teasing it, right? Like we got the first teaser trailer last year at the Game Awards. And then last year on N7 Day was the first official announcement of this game when they put out that image. So how long were they working on it before that? Mass Effect giant RPG probably takes 5 years to make, I would say.
I guess it depends.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So I don't know. Seems you really got up when I was asking you a question.
Sorry. What's up?
I thought you were going to get something. No props, nothing. Mass Effect 5, you excited?
Oh, mate, yeah. Well, stupid question, me. Mass Effect 5. I still get fucking wet dreams over last summer, man. Just me and Shep. Ruling the galaxy. We're just smashing things up. Yeah, man.
I mean, and Shepard's just smashing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man.
Shepard's smashing on 1, 2, 3, mate. 1 time. I don't know. Things we do, eh? The things we do.
Next up, the Game Awards nominees will be revealed next Monday. Also, the Game Awards is partnering with Discord for their upcoming show. I believe it takes place on December 9th.
8th, I think.
8th. Thursday, December 8th. So there you go. That's coming up. Me and Danny were talking about the Game Awards nominees last week. Sims,
yeah.
What do you think the big the Game of the Year nominees will be?
Just that big 6. You get 6 games.
God of War. Elden Ring. Horizon.
That's probably a 3 lock right there, I would say.
Sifu.
Ooh. Interesting.
That's a all right. I mean, I love that game, but I don't know. We'll see.
What have we played this year?
I mean, there's a lot of games that it could be.
Sonic Frontiers.
Oh, that's winning it. That's winning it right there, baby.
I would love it if they did that.
That'd be the best.
Kirby.
Kirby's an interesting choice.
One more.
I don't know.
Said Elden Ring.
I said Elden Ring.
Say it again.
Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Elden Ring getting nominated twice?
Yeah, Elden Ring nominated twice, yeah.
Which Elden Ring wins?
Yeah,
when the other one wins. What the fuck? What the left side?
For the other one.
All right. I like his choices. Sifu is an interesting one, maybe. I think
Sifu's an interesting one.
I think it'll get nominated with just the popularity of that game.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's almost as troll as a pick as Sonic would be.
I mean, you have Bayonetta, you have Mario and Rabbids, you have Plague Tale, you have Immortality, you have Neon White. There's a lot of games that are reviewed very well. So, I mean, even like Gran Turismo reviewed very well. Total Warhammer 3 reviewed very well.
Do we know what day next week it's getting?
Monday.
I wonder what the cutoff was. Did Pentiment and Somerville get cut off?
Probably.
Yeah, probably did at this point, huh?
I mean, unless people are reviewing them now, I don't really.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Maybe next year, but they're going to get buried. You know?
Oh yeah, I mean, nothing from the year before ever gets acknowledged unless you're Smash Bros.
It was Cyberpunk, and it was only one category.
Yeah, it was like best RPG. Did they even win that?
I don't think so. Actually, it might have. I don't remember.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the nominees.
Yeah, next Monday. We'll definitely talk about that in the show.
We sure will. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for the news of the week.
We're talking about the Pokemon.
What, the Pokemon leaks?
What do you want to say? Do you want to say something?
No, I find it really fascinating that the whole game is so easy to get, so easy to.
It leaks every time, every generation. It
leaks so bad as well. Like literally, it is. Everyone's playing it. Like the Switch has become really easy to emulate. Like it's almost a joke at this point now. It's just it's just a shame. It is a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
Natalie treated herself to the OLED Switch.
That's cool. That actually has a port in it too, like a port for online. You can actually hook up your to your Ethernet.
Yeah, it's a nice little bit of kit in it. Yeah, it's nice, really nice to be fair.
Got one.
Yeah,
guys,
she got the.
I have.
But she has the Pokemon one. She has the Pokemon.
I have one, guys.
Yeah.
She has the Pokemon OLED.
You guys, it's really unprofessional to be doing the emojis during the show. I just want you to.
It did once.
It's just really unprofessional. Come on, USA. Oh shit! We will now move on to what we've been playing. Steven Sims, you haven't been here in quite a bit. What the fuck you been playing the last month? Oh, he's gearing up. Let's go. All right. Sit back. Tell me some stories here, Sims.
Nothing. So, I can't remember. Honestly, I tried Plague's Tale. life just got in the. I played it. I played like first 2 chapters. Life just got in the way.
All you ever talk about is how good that game is.
No,
and the sequel comes out, and you're like, I tried.
So excited, yeah. You're so excited. It's one of his most anticipated games.
I know. Honestly, I was buzzing. Like I had plans for this game.
Yeah.
And so something happened, and then it kind of just got put on the back burner, and then before you know it, like God of War's like, and then by the sounds of it, it's like the longest game in the world. So I was just like,
you need to play Plague Tale.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it after.
It's better than the first game.
I'm gonna play it so soon. No, I promise. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not
play it before the end of the year. After God of War.
I promise. Just relax.
Okay.
Relax.
I'm relaxed. I'm fine.
So, I mean, I've been watching a lot of stuff. I've been playing one thing we smashed up Thor Ragnarok. We watched Thor 1, 2, and Ragnarok.
Nice.
Skip forward.
Ragnarok is one of the best.
Number one is so forgettable because even I watched it and I was I don't remember this film. It's a good film. Yeah. The movie's alright. Number two is like it's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that
bad. The action scene at the beginning I think is pretty fun, but like it's fine. It's one of the worst MCU movies, but I think it's not an awful trash fire.
And then Ragnarok is just funny.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
What about Love and Thunder?
That's the next one. We're gonna
he's
watch
working it. I think he's working
his way.
Yeah.
It's just been busy. Like with this Prime thing, he's killed me off, man. Like we play Overwatch at the weekend. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch at the weekends, like Friday, Saturday, Sundays Overwatch. Like smashing Overwatch. Fucking love Overwatch. Like I'm like I know it's not impressive at all, but we're like level 30 in the battle pass. Like and that's
you're playing it. Keep going.
A couple of hours at the weekend. Like yeah, it's a really good time, man. Smashed all House of Dragons. Smashed it all.
I need to now that it's over, I need to go through.
Obviously, as soon as it finished, I was like, I'm all over this shit.
Yeah, I need to go through it now.
I'm telling you,
I watched episode 1.
Such a good year for TV. Like this might be the best year ever for TV. Now that I'm thinking back on it,
I still need to watch Better Call Saul.
Andor, Cobra Kai. What am I forgetting? Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
House of Dragons.
Such a good year for TV.
Cyberpunk. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, so I did that, and then what else have I been doing? I'm gonna stall for time now.
Stranger Things.
Sorry.
Yeah. She said Stranger Things. Yeah.
She said, I'm not.
And Andor. What's everyone said about Andor? Everyone says this is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
It's really
so
good.
Fucking good.
I'm behind in a few episodes, but it's good. It's really good.
So the last episode.
Yeah. Anything else?
Like 10 episodes in.
I've been playing this.
It's not playing right now.
Who's that?
Your mic's not picking it
Why?
up.
Why is it not doing it?
It's Discord. They won't pick up. Trying to tell him, he just left.
Wait, are we still recording?
He would have still been recording. Yeah, he's
no.
So recording himself.
No, Discord just went. No.
Discord said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, it's because you're talking about Snap. I think people are overreacting with this game. I think it's a fun game. I'm a card game person.
No. Stop.
People are trying to say this is a better game than Hearthstone. You guys are out of your mind.
Stop talking.
Out of your mind.
Just stop talking.
Hearthstone's a better video game.
I don't give
a
fuck about your stupid Hearthstone.
Hearthstone's so much better.
This game is taking over my life.
I like the game. I'm playing it too. I like the game.
She's not being respectful. Okay,
I like the video game. It's a good video game.
I play this game on mute, all right. But this fucking soundtrack is a banger. Like
it's the same song.
I'm like, yeah. Listen, Daniel. All right, I'm not waiting at least 4 days to go. This is probably the greatest game of all time. Like, I'm just having such a good time. I respect the fact that it's just like I'll have a couple games and not much time has passed, and I'm like, I'm on the toilet, I'll smash up a Marvel Snap. I'm sat on the sofa, I got 10 minutes, I'll smash up some Marvel Snap. Oh, I'm on a break. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna smash up some Marvel Snap. I'm having a great time. I'm having the greatest time of my entire life.
Sure. I'm glad you love it. I like the game. I think it's a good game.
You're being disrespectful. Right? In this game.
No, I'm not.
I'm joking. But yeah, like, I want to talk about. I know we're running out of time, but let's talk about the fact that God
Got
of
40
War
minutes.
had the audacity to come out on a Wednesday.
Yeah, people are insane. People are
Worst
insane.
part about the fucking game is that it came out on a Wednesday. Really is. Like,
So-
what were you guys thinking? Wednesday?
I've been-
That's
Who do you think you
literally
are?
the worst day of the week to come out.
Yeah,
On
Like Wednesday is the
PlayStation.
worst day ever.
Worst
And
day
I'm
of the
like-
week.
Who
So,
does
like,
PlayStation think they are?
I
Come
had
on.
this big. I've been saying this for months, since the day we found out. I was like, I'm bringing sick. It's as easy as that. I'm just gonna call in, not well, see you in a bit, bosh. And then the day turned up, and I bottled it, and I was like, oh, work might need me. I feel a bit bad. Oh no, not. And I didn't ring in sick.
I had my hand on the dial button, or on the touch screen.
As it was like.
I'm so fucking close to calling it in. They're lucky it's the busy time of the year, and they would give me a lot of shit if I did call it.
That's it, yeah.
It's like, oh, you motherfuckers!
Like,
Should have been delayed till March.
It should have been delayed to
Should
March.
have been delayed till March. Then I could have taken a week off.
Oh
It's
no!
ridiculous. I'm so sad. It's a card game mobile. Sorry, I am reading your comments.
Who's commenting?
Sam.
Who's that?
Sam.
Is it Nick?
Sam, I'm sorry.
Sam.
I am very distracted on this podcast. I'm trying to sort something out on my PC. I haven't had time on my PC for like
You need to
3
drink more
weeks.
Prime Energy. That's what you need.
It's a card game on mobile. I don't understand. I don't know what it is. It's just the fact that it's ease of use, simple to understand, and it's like Marvel characters.
Here's 2 things why people like it a lot. Number 1, Marvel, and it's just people like Marvel and the characters. Number 2, people don't have patience anymore. People can't sit through a card game. So
No.
it's 6 turns, you're done, and people move in and out.
Yeah,
That's why
and
people like it.
I've been looking for a card game as well. Like I downloaded the
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh game, and I was like, oh, I'll sit down a couple of nights a week on my Switch and play Yu-Gi-Oh. It ran like shit. A card game ran like shit on the Switch. So I was just like, ooh, I don't want to. And then the game's like changed so much since the last time I played it. Like people are just one bombing you in 2 turns, and I'm like, hold on a minute. Like I've got 8,000 life points, and I've got a blue eyes white dragon. Like surely I'm unstoppable. Like have you seen Kaiba? So I don't know. I don't know. I picked it up. I just didn't really enjoying it. Like I will fall off it, but it's something to do on the break time, and like I keep
Just play a
winning.
quick match.
So you win, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm winning," and like, I don't know. I've spent like £3 on it. I've not bought the battle pass. But yeah, I'm having a good time. We watched like TV. Thor Ragnarok was good. God of War maybe tomorrow night. Not tonight. I was gonna put it on last night, but I was like, I'll just fall asleep. Like
I played about 4 hours. That's
but now I've got the dilemma. I've got to beat God of War before next Friday.
What's
Sure.
next, right? Oh, Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Yeah,
and then obviously Pokemon, and then on Sunday it's the World Cup. Like Sam in the chat, he understands. Like the World Cup is a massive deal. Like
Can't you
I'm
play
watching
Pokemon while you're
There's
watching
2
the
games while I'm at work.
Yes,
I'm gonna.
his plan.
That's
That was the plan.
that's the plan. Me and Natalie swap switches, so now I've got a longer life battery. So like I've got her old Switch, she's got her new fancy Switch, so I can play like Pokemon like extra half an hour longer. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So yeah, I'm ready for Pokemon. I'm really excited for Pokemon. Like as much as it's been leaked, I'm just really excited to just
Couldn't
like.
tell.
Me too. I'm excited.
It's infectious, like because Natalie's so excited. Like literally, Natalie sat downstairs now, just sitting going, not long now. Like literally, because you know when you're just so excited for something, you don't want to do anything else.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So she's
I
just
know
like,
that feeling.
anytime. And then like, oh, you got Football Manager. Like the problem is with Football Manager. If I put Football Manager on, I will lose my life. My life will be taken.
You 10 hours later.
Honestly,
what
I
time
played
is it?
football. Last time I played Football Manager, I was doing a paper round. No, I wasn't. I was doing some. No, that was years ago. But I played it on my phone once. That overtook my life. Like it gets to a point where I'm like thinking about what I'd say in a real life press conference. I was like, oh, I'm doing so well for Man United now. I might get selected for England manager. Like that's how good that's how ingrained it gets.
We just want to apologize for our performance tonight. We'll do better next time.
Honestly, like it gets to a final. I'm there with a tie on. I'm like, just you know what I mean. I've got a tie on.
Is this the one where you can play as Ted Lasso or
No,
whatever
that's
the fuck?
FIFA.
No, it's FIFA.
Oh, that's
FIFA.
Oh, okay. I think it would make more sense in this, wouldn't it? So you're like,
yeah, it's just a gimmick in FIFA. Like,
Yeah, but there's like players that are in that show
yeah,
too,
they're
right?
all in
So
it. Yeah, it's good. Don't
manager
get me wrong,
confuses me
like,
because couldn't you just add this mode into FIFA?
yeah,
Yeah.
FIFA could do that mode.
they've
Yeah,
kind of done it with the season mode. Like you kind of
This isn't an EA game. It's Football Manager. Someone
no,
else.
it's a Sega game,
Sega. Oh, okay. Interesting.
right? Sam?
yeah,
I
that would
know
make sense. It's on Game Pass
partnered with
because
Sega.
Sega has a lot of games on Game Pass.
Published by Sega, maybe.
It's probably published. I mean, who knows who's developing? I mean, it would be published by Sega.
Right. So anyway, forget about me. I've not done anything except for playing Marvel Snap. Right. Let's talk about God of War. All right. Who started God of War?
I don't know how far, Connor, you've gotten. I've only played about 4 hours.
3 hours.
You played about 4 hours.
Yeah.
On a Wednesday.
I mean, it came out yesterday. Yeah.
I started
4
on
hours is
Tuesday.
good, you know.
Let's say, yeah, he started on Tuesday.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it came out at like
Tuesday
11
night.
Oh
Tuesday
yeah, so you were there already. I had big plans to be. I think it was like 5 a.m. It dropped to mine, so I had big plans. I was getting up early and gonna just play like an hour before the kids woke up. I ended up running around after this shit.
Yeah.
I said I got Prime. Yeah, I know I'm cool.
Yeah, still very early though. I don't really have too much to say on it quite yet.
Yeah, I don't either. I
Okay, it
like
was
the
very
game.
cool.
Yeah, I like the game. It feels more like God of War. The cinematics are very beautiful. The game's very beautiful. Yeah, I don't have a ton to say right now. I like what I've played so far.
Yeah, like I
I'm
want to
not-
talk about it, but I want to talk about story stuff. So it's like, and I don't want to
Yeah.
get into spoilers right now. So
I think the intro is really good, but I'm not blown away yet. But obviously, there's so much game left. So, but the intro is very strong. I'm excited to see where the story is going.
That's my.
But they
That's
are
my story
really,
yeah.
they are really drip feeding this game so far. Like I feel like it's very front heavy, and then I don't know, the next like 2.5 hours I've played have been pretty slow. So like like the pacing is already. I've already heard with the reviews coming out that the pacing's weird. I can already see it.
did you go off and do side stuff? Because there's that
No,
weird
and I
section where
don't
they're,
do
like,
side. You know me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've got.
You know me.
Not
I'm
doing
not
any
doing
of
that.
I've got
No,
a
no
week
way.
to do it.
I don't care.
So I'm doing the worst thing I could probably do ever, and I'm gonna just mainline it, and that's what scares me.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
care
being
about
on
the
this
side.
game for like the next month. The side stuff was really
Yeah.
fun. I thought.
Apparently,
at
that's
least
the part when I
original
keep
side
hearing the side stuff's really good, and I'm like, but I gotta watch the World Cup. Like, who's gonna watch USA versus Wales? I've got to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
But yeah,
when we play you do against some shit all day on the when we all day. That Discord's gonna
Me
blow.
and Daniel really care too.
I like the World Cup. If I can root for USA.
I couldn't give any less of a fuck. I hope America
Any
loses.
less of a fuck.
But yeah, I don't have a ton to say. But
yeah, I mean, I just want to know.
I probably
like,
have more to say next week.
Have you been blown away by the first beginning?
No, I like the intro a lot. I think the intro is really strong. I think
The first boss fight blew me away. Also,
I like the intro more than the first game. If that tells you anything.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
that's enough,
when
I
when
like
you
it
press
more
the
than
button to hit the log, I was hyped at that point. I was like, this is incredible already.
they do such a good job at like making the boss fight feel like very epic, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I've only had the one, but like it does such a good job with just the different camera angles and making it feel epic and making it feel like you're like actually in like a superhero type fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's very cool, and that did blow me away.
Yeah, I don't know about blow me away, but I am very impressed with that fight as well. Sam, yes, you should. If you're going to do it, you should play the reboot first. There is a time jump here. There's a couple years, I think. I think you can kind of tell from the trailer, but there's a few years here in between. But you should play the reboot before you play Ragnarok.
And I very much like the story direction we're going in because it's they have to like teeter that line, right? Because it's like because of the MCU, we know what Thor is, we know what Ragnarok is, and stuff like that. And they have to like make themselves very different from that. They not have to, but they have to like make their own path through that.
Yes,
and they're doing a very good job of that thus far.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's a big stuff that reveals in the intro that I like. But yeah, I'll have way more to say next week.
Yeah,
I actually put more time.
We're very early, so yeah. All right, cool. What else have you been playing, Daniel?
I had a pretty busy week, but I had time to play some stuff. I played more Vampire Survivors this morning. Put like maybe 2 more hours into it because it's now on Xbox. So it's on Game Pass now. So all my stuff transferred over. I was able to play. And Vampire Survivor is just a fun game. Just go play it. It's on Game Pass now. It's on console Game Pass now. The game is just it's very simple, but the music's great, and I love the pixel art style, and it's just a fun game. You just try to get overpowered. I can't hit level 20 for some reason. I got to like level 19 twice in a row with the same character. And I just can't hit 20.
It's because you
Yeah, I
suck.
guess. No, I just take too many risks, and then I end up dying. Like it's hard to get health in the game.
Very
So
risky, man. You got risking it for no biscuit. That's what they
you
say.
gotta risk it for the biscuit. You're right. But yeah, I beat Bayonetta. That is the one thing. I beat Bayonetta 3. Did you drop it, Connor, or
No,
did you
I
beat it?
didn't. No, I'm pretty far into it. I don't know how far I am.
What chapter are you on? Do you
8,
know?
maybe 8 or 9, something like that.
Okay. You don't have that much long. I mean, there's only 14 chapters.
Yeah.
Do you plan on beating it though?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just
Okay.
it's a Switch game for me, so I just I'll pop it on when I'm watching UFC or whatever over the weekend. And I end up getting pretty far into it just through doing that. So yeah, enjoying it nonetheless.
Yeah, I love the
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
That OLED is so different.
You're not playing on your TV?
No, I've played a good amount on my TV as well.
Okay.
It's probably been like half and half this way.
Okay.
OLED
I love that
so
game.
makes so much difference. Even when
I'm sure, yeah.
even when you press like if you turn it on and Nintendo's like bright, it's just like OLED.
Yeah, because like I don't even have like an OLED TV, and so it almost looks better on my Switch.
Just color wise.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can see true blacks.
The true blacks. That's right.
You've never seen black before. You've never seen
black. Until you're on an OLED.
You've never seen black before.
you have no idea what that color is.
So then, other than that,
did you enjoy Bayonetta 3 though? Like,
love it.
Love it. Okay, cool.
Love
yeah,
it.
I
Probably
really
other than maybe Elden Ring, it's probably the best feeling game of the year. I mean, obviously, it's just the whole series. It's just a character action game. It just feels so good to play as Bayonetta. The way she controls is just incredible. I love it. Yeah, I think it's a great game. I need to talk to somebody about the ending. There's a little vagueness there that I would like to try to, have a little conversation. Maybe when you beat it, we can talk about it.
Cool.
But yeah, it's a great video game. Great game. One of my favorites.
I'm right there with you with the way Bayonetta controls. It's so fun. It's just
so fluid
to pop in and play around, fuck around with. What do you think of the other characters? I'm not a big fan of what's her
Viola.
name? Viola, yeah.
I like her by the end of the game. I like her. But actually, like playing as a character.
Oh, like her character, yeah. Sure. She's a cool character.
Yeah, actually playing as her, I think she plays good. But when you're going against playing as Bayonetta, it's like Bayonetta is so good to play, so good feeling.
Yeah, it feels like Bayonetta is so fleshed out. Yeah, like you could obviously the game's called fucking Bayonetta, so it ties in and it goes around her. But when you play as her, it just feels a little secondary. It feels it kind of feels like they were going for like a Ninja Gaiden type thing, but they didn't like quite nail that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, you play as her so little. It doesn't like downgrade the game all that much, but nonetheless, it is. Whenever I play as her, I'm like, shit, I wish we were just playing as Bayonetta.
What did you think of the new the Jean missions?
Yeah, with the stealth and stuff like that.
Stealth. Did you like that?
Interesting.
Breaking it up a little bit.
Not my favorite type of thing, but yeah, I do like that it breaks up the traditional gameplay. A lot of people complain when games do stuff like that. Like I know I'm saying
Bayonetta does it
always a huge thing when they talk about like Spider-Man or whatever, like doing these puzzles. I actually really like when games do break up their traditional gameplay and just give you something else to do for a little bit. It doesn't have to be a big, long, drawn out thing, but I do enjoy breaking up traditional gameplay now and then.
Platinum does it for every game they do.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's always shoot 'em up sections. There's always different.
Yeah, even like near the little I've played.
Yeah,
I remember stuff that's kind of like the John.
You're changing perspectives. You're shoot 'em up. The Platinum does it all the time.
Yeah, they're very good at that.
They even added the new mechanic of like what did they call it? Demon Slave mode, where she goes into a dance mode and she summons the demon outright, and you control it like a kind of like a kaiju monster fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't move as Bayonetta, and you can't attack as her, so she's kind of vulnerable. But you're using the big demon to attack. And I thought that was pretty fun. It controlled really quickly. Like I didn't think the Switch could even do that. How quick it is.
Oh, like how quick the demon pops
yeah,
up. And
yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, great video game. I need to like simmer on it to see what I think compared to 1 and 2, because
Sure,
those games are just some of my favorites, you know. But incredible video game.
Yeah, I think it's a bit unfortunate. It is a Switch exclusive because my favorite part is like the spectacle and how shit looks and just like seeing the crazy shit that's going on. And it's like, how cool would that be if this was on Series X or PS5 and it was big and beautiful and the fidelity was great and all that, you know? So I think it is a little bit held back by the Switch. Not too much, but nonetheless,
Yes, the thing that
big, giant, open, you know, crazy looking game. You know, I wish it was like God of War looking and not so much 360 looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that what helps it is that Platinum has such a good art direction to this game.
Right.
Like you could see what they're doing. Like every spectacle, set piece, and character design, like it all looks so good, but the fidelity just isn't there. And that sucks. That sucks. But yeah, I think more people need to be playing this game. I don't think it's selling too well right now. I think it might be at 1 million copies.
Last week, I
maybe
predicted that it would be in the Game of the Year conversation, at least for the Keeley thing. Now I'm not too sure because it sounds like so little people are actually focusing on Bayonetta 3. So I don't know. I'm not. It might get overlooked.
You have to know who is selecting the nominations and voting is the media. So that's mostly who's going to be playing it anyways. You know. Yeah, I really like that game. The last game that me and Sloan actually started, we put Gotham Knights down for a little bit. We'll come back co-op to that later. We're actually playing. You muted yourself, Sims.
We are playing. Fucking idiot. What are you dropping games for? What's up here?
We'll go back. We'll go back.
Loads of fun on that game.
Me and Sloan always do a co-op game, but we started Mario plus Rabbids. We put a good chunk of a couple of days into that. We beat the first island, and we're on the second island. We're like most of the way through the second island. I think there's 4 islands. I'm not too sure though. But Mario plus Rabbids, man, what a fun video game. I don't really have a ton to say because it's really mostly the same as the first game, just enhanced. There's like a few more abilities you can do. Really, it's how you move on the map that's kind of changed. It's not grid based anymore. It's more free movement. But yeah, great game. Can't wait to see what crazy ending that game is. What about you, Connor?
That's pretty much it. I was just bouncing back and forth between Bayonetta and God of War. Or I suppose I will be doing that. I was kind of busy last weekend, so I didn't really get the chance to play all that much.
What'd you do last weekend?
Busy stuff, Sims. All right, selling drugs.
Like buying more video games or.
What was I doing last week? It was my sister's birthday. Went out to eat.
Oh, nice.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Where'd you go to eat?
This Mexican place.
Some quesadillas.
Oh yeah.
Tacos.
Fajitas.
I'm a chimichanga type of guy.
Chimichanga is so good, dude.
Chicken chimichanga, you know.
Oh yeah.
Nice sour cream. Like that shit.
You gotta get the avocado or guacamole.
Verde salsa all over that bitch.
Verde salsa, of course.
Love it. Good old Mexican food.
One of the best.
Guys, we will now move on to the game. Daniel.
Yes.
What is the game?
The game we're gonna do is the museum. We haven't done our Museum of Great Games in forever. It's been a long time. We're each gonna bring a game here, and one's gonna get put into the museum. Yeah, we're each gonna have a little bit of time to talk about our game, and then we'll do some voting. Sims, you said you came in knowing the game. Let's have you go first. I'm gonna get the things I have written down of all of the other games because I don't remember every game that's in the museum.
You're going first. I didn't pick a game.
Sims, you're going first. I can hear you.
Yeah, dude.
You could do whatever game you want to pick.
That's fine. Do Bioshock.
Oh, you want me to tell you what's in it? I could tell you what's in it real quick before you go.
Sims. Pick a ridiculous game, and then I'll vote for that as well.
You have to. He can't vote for his own game.
Okay.
So the games that are in the museum are Super Mario World, Tetris, Resident Evil 7, Mass Effect 2, Pokemon Gen 1, Batman Arkham City, Red Dead Redemption 2, Minecraft.
We've played this much?
Yes. Gears of War 2, and Last of Us 1.
Jesus Christ. I don't even remember all that.
I do. So
Well,
go ahead,
no, you
Sims.
don't, because you got to grab the pad.
Yeah, I was making sure I knew what they all were.
With the names.
If you're ready, then Connor, you go. Sims is just hesitating. You said you had a game.
My game. Am I going?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Okay, my game is Super Mario Odyssey. This is one of the greatest 3D platformers of all time, if not the greatest 3D platformer of all time. It's brought Mario back to its traditional N64 Super Mario 64 type of form. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just a great game overall. It's got really cool mechanics, like the hat mechanic where you turn into a giant dinosaur. That's very fun. Bunch of cool different worlds. Shout out to the food world specifically. Love that one. And yeah, it's just a fun game overall. You could just pop in there at any time, run around. There's collectibles literally everywhere. There's always something to do around every corner. So that's really fun. And it's just the traditional 3D Mario gameplay that you know and love from, previous Mario games. And I would call this the best 3D Mario game, even above Galaxy 1 and 2, which I love as well. I love all the 3D Mario games, except I never played Sunshine. But Super Mario Odyssey is my pick. I will stick with that.
Okay, we'll do a little cross talk here.
Best game on Switch too, bar none.
I mean, it's close because there's a couple games there, but it's close.
What's it close?
It is really. I mean, Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild's an 8 out of 10.
Smash Ultimate.
Smash Ultimate's fine.
Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8's
Tropical Freeze.
Kart game than Crash Team Racing. Tropical Freeze is a game.
I mean, yeah. I mean, so was Mario Kart 8, but I was just naming Switch games. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, you're right. This is one of the best. I mean, I think you could say maybe Galaxy might be a little bit better, in certain ways. But yeah, I think that's a really solid pick. Sims, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Go for it.
I will raise your Super Mario Stupid Odyssey game with all the hats. And I will raise you God of War 2018.
2018.
Greatest game of all time.
You should have picked the regular.
Yeah, because I can talk about that. Yeah, trailers look really good. Kratos, bold as ever. Yeah, definitely 2018. Like he's just from beginning to end, riveting. Great gameplay, great action. Dragon, little boy, great talking head. It's just it's a game that just had me from start to finish. It was I can't necessarily remember it that much. I can remember it, but I just remember how it made me feel, and it just made me feel relatable. It made me feel like how I felt as a father. And like, not obviously, I can't really relate to the whole thing. Like, I've not spread some ashes yet. Like,
you are bald.
I am bold. Yeah, definitely. I am angry, and
you're angry.
Yeah, got.
Would Kratos take Atreus out to go get the new Prime energy drink?
I reckon so.
Boy, yeah, I think so too.
Honestly, that sounded like that was me on Tuesday morning. Go, let's go.
Get in the boat. Dad, we don't live by a river. Get in the boat. Just pushing her down the street.
Yeah, I think it's just it's one of the greatest games of all time, and I think with Ragnarok coming out around the corner, already out. I think when you smush them two games together, by the sounds of it, it sounds like the greatest story ever told. Like, one of the greatest stories ever told. So
take that, Shakespeare.
Yeah, fuck you, William.
Yeah. My only negative with the first game, I maybe not my only, but one negative, and it's a problem I still have with Ragnarok, is kind of the treatment of Kratos in the fact he doesn't seem as strong as he should be, or move as quick, or jump as high, unless the story makes him do it. there are obstacles in the way that should be lifted, and he can't lift them. Or why can't you just jump over this, Kratos? Or there's a part, I got no spoilers for Connor and Ragnarok or anybody in Ragnarok. There's a section where you're on this little thing, you're going up, and the track is blocked, and there's just one little thing that's in the way, and we got to go around the whole thing instead of him just picking it up and moving it, and it just seems like padding for the game. That is an issue that I just have even with 2018 and in Ragnarok. Is just Kratos's depiction of his strength and his godness is just only a god when they want him to be for the story. You have anything to say about it, Connor?
No, not really.
Okay. Then I guess I'll go to my game. My game, hopefully it goes in, is Halo Combat Evolved. Halo 1. A monumental
a Halo game in there already?
We don't. I don't think.
Okay.
No, we don't. Halo 1. It's just a revolutionary game. Changed console shooters. Changed the whole perception of shooters. I think in general. At the time, you really only had Perfect Dark and 007. GoldenEye. For consoles, and Halo just kind of showed this is what a console shooter can feel like, what it can be like. It can be cinematic. LAN parties were great with Halo 1. It launched a huge mega franchise. It kept Xbox being as relevant as they are as a company. Halo's great. Thank you for the Xbox emojis.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I found them.
Now I guess if any of you guys don't have anything to say about Halo, we can go to voting. Unless you do.
Yeah, I like Halo Combat Evolved. It's definitely not my favorite Halo.
But I didn't pick it to be my favorite either.
Yeah, no. I just think it's like the fourth best Halo at this point.
Sure. I mean,
it started all off, right? I mean, you can't deny that it changed multiplayer gaming forever.
Yeah. And just FPS games, I would say in general.
Yeah, definitely. Great feeling game as well.
Yeah, even I still think the game feels good. You go play the original version on Master Chief Collection. I think that
it's
still
such
feels
a cool
good.
Story too when you go back and play it, or not even go back, like the first time you play it, because it's just there's such mystery around it all.
When you land on the silent cartographer level
on the Halo, and you're like, you don't know what's going on, and you're just finding these weird aliens, and you're like trying to regroup with all the other soldiers. It's very cool. It's one thing I wish I could re-experience for the first time. Definitely.
Yeah. That sense of wonder.
Yeah.
That it gives you. That was just great at the time. Like little Daniel's mind was blown at the time. Like when I saw that, I didn't think games could be that at the time. Not to put Nintendo down or whatever. That's what I kind of thought games were, a little more cartoonish and more kid friendly and stuff. And Halo kind of came out and it kind of showed me, yeah, man, games could be more adults. Games can do other things. Yeah. We should go to voting. So how do you guys want to do the voting? I think we did fingers last time. We did either, one for Odyssey, 2 for God of War, or 3 for Halo. I mean, we could do that if you'd like. You can't vote for your own game.
Okay, no voting for your own game. What are we doing?
So one Odyssey, 2 God of War, and 3 for Halo.
Okay. I just it's hard for me with Halo. It's never really been for me. It's such a weird.
I mean, I'm putting it in the museum not only for just personal taste or anything, for industry relevance, cultural relevance. I don't think you could really get as blockbuster as Halo. I mean, there is a few, but it's up there.
Okay, we ready?
Yep.
Everyone vote on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he picked Halo. Okay, we can go with Sam's vote. We can go with Sam's vote if you want.
Sam, if you're in the chat, I need your.
He did. He voted already.
What is Sam's vote?
Sam
is the deciding factor.
Sam, who was on the show, I think it was the beginning of the year. I think it was, or maybe towards the end of last year. He voted for Halo.
Okay. Halo
So-
Combat Evolved.
Halo
Oh.
Combat Evolved. Congratulations, you were in the museum. Maybe we'll get Halo 3 next. Maybe Halo 2, my favorite game of all time. And we'll get God of War will be there. Like all three of the Odyssey, all these will eventually be there. But yeah, that was a museum. I need to get an image where we can actually show it and have like a representation of all the logos or something.
Yeah, definitely. You can
That'll
get
do
on
it. For the Nerd Gods podcast, episode 144. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us on all audio platforms. Guys, anything else you want to say?
Elden Ring is coming to dominate the Game Awards. Next week we'll talk about all the nominations it's gotten. Because I am Melania, Blade of Mikola, and I
You
have
think-
never known defeat.
That was terrifying.
We all beat her.
It's true. I mean, I destroyed her. But, hey, she looks really cool. I'll show you the backside too. It has her cool cape.
How much was that?
Love her helmet. Well, I had to get the collector's edition because this is the official statue. It was about 200, I think. I think it was normally 150, but I got the game, and when Pokemon comes out, I'm just gonna resell that. So, it wasn't like awful.
So you just bought the statue?
No. I bought the collector's edition. I have the
okay.
PS5 version of the game, so I'm
Gotcha.
gonna sell that. But yeah,
Did it come with
This
the
is a-
steelbook?
it did come with the steelbook. I'm keeping that.
Steelbook cool?
Came with the steelbook. I can actually grab it real quick.
Ooh.
Came with a steelbook and an art book.
Ooh.
Oh,
I know we're about to end the show, but hold on one second. Oh, the steelbook's at the bottom of my other games. I can grab that real quick. So here's the art book.
It's fucking huge.
Look at
that
that.
is nice. Very nice.
Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually,
Wait, that's the art book. Okay.
yeah, it's got
That's cool.
it's got a bunch of stuff in there, and then I think it's
You come in a big box, yeah.
it did come in a huge box. Yeah.
I won't mind that God of War one,
Yeah, I wish it was more of a statue though. So the steelbook's pretty basic. It's just kind of. I'm not giving him the steelbook. I'm gonna keep it. I kind of like the dark though.
It is
Ooh.
so nice.
That logo. It is really clean. It just shows Elden Ring. Yeah.
You're just gonna get GameStop a fucking disc.
No.
Here you go. What do you got?
It came with the full thing.
Oh, it came with the other box too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
You got a couple
Yeah,
of
that's
steel
what it's helping me out.
You
Yeah.
got some steel cases.
I'm just gonna sell this like, hey, basically brand new game. Give me whatever. Put it on Pokemon. This will
That's
help.
cool though. I like steel books.
Yeah, this will help pay for Pokemon. At the end of
This
the day.
one's a nice
Oh,
one.
yeah. Ooh, that's cool.
I got this one when I went to Clash at the Castle.
I only have I have Overwatch and then this one. That's the only steelbooks I have because I don't buy physical.
And this is my favorite one.
Oh yeah, as much as I like that, I think the game's it's a good game. It's not great, but that's a really cool steelbook.
I have a Halo 2 one somewhere.
I got Gears of War 10 somewhere.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right, that's gonna do it for the podcast, everybody. Bye.
Bye everybody.
By Felicia's.
Bye Felicia.